There is a quiet tragedy that happens to people who have big hearts. A tragedy that you don't notice until one day you realize your garden never blooms. Not because you can't grow flowers, but because every time flowers start to blossom, you cut it just to prove to someone that you're a gardener. Just to prove to someone that they were worthy of you planting that flower. This video is for you if you feel like you fall under that category. If you give people credit for the seeds that you have nurtured, not them, you, but you give them credit so that others feel comfortable, or if you have a habit of downplaying your greatness just to keep someone feeling important. Today we're breaking that cycle because enough is enough, don't you think? Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. For those who are returning viewers, hello, welcome back. And hi guys, I go by Melissa or Dreamy, whichever works. Today's video is about don't be the person whose garden never has flowers, because every time a flower grows, you cut it just to prove to someone that you're a gardener, or to prove to someone that they were worthy enough for you to plant that flower. So without wasting any more time, let's get into today's video. Happy Friday. Let's talk about the hidden self-sacrifice. You don't destroy your own progress intentionally. It's subtle. It looks like 1. Giving someone praise for what you've built. 2. Letting someone take credit for your emotional labor. 3. Making yourself smaller so that they don't have to feel insecure. 4. Pretending that the bare minimum they're offering is everything. 5. Sabotaging your own glow so that they feel like they are the reason why you're shining. You become the gardener in the flower, but act like you're just the soil. You've been conditioned to think that your value lies in making other people feel valuable, even if it costs you your self-worth, sadly. But let's talk about the wound that causes you to act like this or become the gardener whose garden is always empty, never has flowers. It's a wound. So let's talk about that wound. The wound usually starts in your childhood. How? Maybe you were the peacemaker, the helper, the one who kept the family together, the one that learned that love has to be earned by serving, proving, fixing, nurturing. So now, even as an adult, you feel guilty for blossoming too bright. You grow a flower, your success, your beauty, your skills, your healing, your wisdom. That's your flower. Those are your flowers, right? And instead of celebrating it or them, you cut it off and hand it to someone else, saying, "Here, look, you helped me grow this." Even when they didn't. Because you're afraid if you shine too much, they'll leave. They'll feel useless. They'll feel threatened. You dim yourself for people who would never dim themselves for you. Sadly. Now let's talk about the consequences of cutting your own flowers and giving them to someone else. When you keep cutting your own flowers, 1. You lose your identity. 2. You attract people who benefit from your insecurities. 3. You never get to see the full garden of the person that you're meant to become. 4. You teach people to expect your sacrifice, no matter the cost. 5. You create a life where everyone eats, but you starve emotionally. Imagine how many opportunities died just because you wanted someone else to feel like the hero. Imagine how many dreams you've buried because you didn't want to intimidate someone that you loved. Imagine how many times you've minimized your magic because you were scared of what it would expose in them. Your garden didn't fail, you just didn't allow it to grow. But here's the truth. Some people only stay close as long as they feel like they're taller than you. They love you more when you're confused than when you're confident. They love you more when you are lost than when you're leveling up. They love you more when you're blooming for them than blooming for yourself. Because your growth exposes their stagnation, but you can't keep breaking your own petals to protect someone else's ego. Did you hear me? You can't keep on breaking your own petals to protect someone else's ego. First things first, we should never operate from a place of ego, ever. That is not love. That is not loyalty. It's self-neglect disguised as kindness. Listen, your garden was never meant to stay empty. Your flowers were never meant to be sacrificed. You're allowed to bloom loudly. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to rise without apologizing. You're allowed to be beautiful, talented, powerful, and wise without giving someone else the credit for your growth. You don't need anyone's permission to blossom. Your soul is the gardener. Your journey is the sunlight. Your healing is the water. Everything you're becoming is because of you. You putting the work. You putting in the work. So from today onwards, repeat this. I will not cut my flowers. I will not apologize for my growth. I will not shrink for anyone. You are not born to be invisible. You are not born to live in someone else's shadow. You are born to bloom. And for the first time, you're going to let your garden grow and become full and unstoppable. Your flowers belong to you. Let them shine. Let them shine. Okay? Well, guys, that brings me to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching it this far. If you've watched it this far, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and join my community. Let's heal, grow, and glow together. And happy Friday. I know I said it in the beginning of the video, but happy Friday. I hope you guys get to enjoy your weekend. See you next week. See you when you see me. Thank you guys so much for your support. Your support really goes a long way. And bye. Subscribe.